Hey everyone, Bethany Siggins here, image consultant and style coach. Thank you for joining me today. I don't know about you, but I really don't care for new year, new you. So what I'm titling this video as is New Year Amazing You. What I hope that you've gotten from my videos thus far is encouragement, some guidance, but really over all of it, I hope that you're feeling like you don't really have to change who you are, that you are just amazing right now. So we did a lot of how-to videos last year, and I'm going to continue those. Don't worry, we're not jumping off that. But since we're in a new year, I really want to I want to step back and I want to talk about how you are. And more pointedly, how do you feel about you? When I talk to audiences, especially women audiences, I like to start with a talk about beauty and personal beauty and how there's so many different types of beauties. Why do I do this? I do this because if I share a bunch of great information on finding your style and the right fit, the right colors, but if you don't feel worthy of that attention or that effort or that time, then the information is just in one ear and out the other. Well, that was really nice what she said. Now I'm going to go get back into my sweats. So we start here so that we can acknowledge and find peace with ourselves, acknowledging that we are incredible and perfect right now. When you do this, then of course it's going to transform your style. Well, how? How do I do this, Bethany? How do I find this peace with myself and this acceptance, this sort of settling in to me? Well, it's not easy, especially if we've spent a lifetime more or less hating on certain things about ourselves. But what I want you to strive to do this year is to see yourself for all that you are and not the things that you are not. As Stacey London said on an episode of What Not to Wear, let's stop regretting where you were and start celebrating where you are. So with that in mind, let me show you some photos of me over the years. So kindergarten Bethany, first grade, second, third, definitely shouldn't have played on the playground before I had my picture taken that day, fourth grade, fifth, starting to get the perm going, oh my goodness, sixth, seventh, oh it's a small picture, red lips, plaid scarf, pretty cute, eighth, oh my goodness, look at those braces. I'm going to skip ahead to my senior year photo. Woohoo! Look at that 80s hair. Oh my goodness. Skipping way ahead now. 2007, my husband John and I. 2015, one of my beautiful headshots. 2019, a couple of years ago. So, did I stay the same? No, I changed quite a lot over the years. So don't get stuck being negative when all the time we're changing. And we need to just find that peace with where we are because it's going to change. Have you ever looked back at a photo of yourself years later and gone, well, gosh, I was thinking I was blank, fill in the negative blank. And I'm looking at the photo now and I'm thinking, well, gosh, I really wasn't. Time does a funny thing with us. We start to realize what we had And we also realized that we weren't celebrating it at the moment, in the moment. And that's what I'm hoping that we're able to find this year. So focus on the good. I know you've heard this before. And if you can't figure out what those things are, then ask somebody the good things about you. Ask a friend, ask your mom, ask your kids, your partner. They're going to give you a laundry list of things that are beautiful about you inside and out. And now, it might sound hokey, but I'd love for you to write those things down and maybe say them out loud to yourself. Acknowledge them. Sit inside of those beautiful things about you. Third grade, that picture that I showed you where I obviously played on the playground before I had my picture made, there was a little movie series out at the time, Star Wars. I don't remember if Empire Strikes Back or what movie was out at the time. Haven't done the math. But Carrie Fisher was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in my eyes. And I wasn't Carrie Fisher. I had freckles. I had a gap. I was focusing on all the things that I wasn't, and not seeing all the beauty that I was as that sweet little girl. So there are definitely healthy changes that we can make, and I would say strive for those. I'm not saying don't change a thing. There are things that we should and could change that are good. But let's don't micro-focus, because when you micro-focus, you can't see the big picture and you can't see the truth. And the truth is, you are amazing. You're about to be able to start repeating that now. You're going to know what I'm about to say. So if 2020 taught us nothing else, it's that every day is a treasure. Okay, again, at the risk of sounding hokey, I want you in 2021 to acknowledge that you are a treasure to yourself and to those around you. So to wrap it up in a neat little package, I want you to seek peace, settlement with yourself, acknowledging that you're beautiful. I want you to focus on the good if you're having a hard time with that. And then all of the things that I love to share with you will start to take root, will start to take hold, and your style and your image are going to transform. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next week. And remember, you are amazing just as you are.